Welcome back, everybody. Obviously, I love mechanical keyboards. I make videos on them all the time, but no matter how many videos I make on mechanical keyboards, at the end of the day, the majority of people out there and the majority of gamers are using a membrane gaming keyboard. So that's why I wanted to revisit the subject and see if the affordable membrane gaming keyboards have any competition basically with the new affordable mechanical keyboards that we've seen on the market recently. So in front of me is the IO Gear Caliber gaming keyboard. It is a $20 membrane gaming keyboard, and actually it's currently at $28 on Amazon. I bought it at $20. The price fluctuates, so I'll link this one in the description as well as another $20 membrane gaming keyboard just in case the price is fluctuating. And of course, I'll be giving one away. All you got to do to win is 1, subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell, 2, like the video, and 3, comment something interesting down below. And when the video reaches 5,000 likes, I will announce the winner in a comment down below. So starting with an overview, it has a very aggressive look to it. So obviously they're catering to the PC gamer audience, probably on the younger side, because as people get older, they generally like more subdued looks. So a very aggressive look with sharp edges and corners and, you know, things jutting out here and there. But it has a nice weight to it, which is because of the aluminum top plate that I'll talk more about in a little bit. We have rubber pads on the bottom, and most importantly, the raised feet here have rubber pads on the bottom of the raised feet. Very nice. So then moving on to build quality, the entire top plate is aluminum, which is really nice to see. It makes it feel like a pretty high quality keyboard, and honestly, in a way, it makes the really aggressive gamer-esque design a little bit more tolerable just because it is made out of metal. It feels durable, it doesn't bend or flex or anything, so really not that bad. The back of it is plastic, so the majority of the casing on the back is plastic with just the aluminum top plate, but overall, I would actually give it a really high build quality. The aluminum plate is a nice touch, and they definitely did a unique design with it to grab your eye. Quick touch on layout, they did not mess with the layout of the keyboard, and that is probably the best decision they could have ever made. Keycaps, so they are made out of ABS plastic. They're not the worst keycaps I've ever used. They're not the best keycaps I've ever used. They're just pretty down the line. What I don't like about them is the font. Again, they're catering to the PC gamer aggressive audience like that. So they have a very sharp and like weird font. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's got too many breaks. It's not as sleek or minimal as I would prefer, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Obviously, you can still read what's on the keys, and as long as you can read what's on the keys and type with it, then it does get the job done. And then we're moving on to the LEDs. So they have 3 different shades of LED backlighting that you can choose from, and they're all kind of in the blue spectrum. So we have off, which is obviously nothing. We have normal blue, which is like dark blue, green, which is green, and then light blue, which is UNC colors. Go UNC, we won the Natty Champs last night. Oh my God. But yeah, the LEDs are there. It's good that they included the LEDs because at this price point without them, it would have been a little lacking and just wouldn't have made that much sense. But it is good that they included them, and they do shine through the keycaps. Obviously, it's going to look better at night, but it all works together pretty well. And lastly is the switches. So as I mentioned, these are membrane switches. There's no mechanical switch in there. It's not some type of like weird mecha membrane like Razer's doing or anything. These are straight membrane switches. I don't even know if they're technically called switches. They're membrane. It is a membrane keyboard, which is new. I don't really do the whole membrane keyboard thing because I really prefer mechanical keyboards, but I thought it would be interesting not just to see how it stands from like a keyboard perspective in general, but to see in the typing test that's coming up how much different it's going to be typing on a membrane keyboard. Yes, I know I can type really fast on a mechanical keyboard, and I like to show that I can on different types of mechanical keyboards, but if this one I can type just as fast on, if all you're getting is just the satisfaction and you're not actually typing any faster, then it might be a little bit less worth it to upgrade. But I honestly think I will type a little bit slower on this. Let's find out. My average typing speed is about 100 words per minute, so that's where the line is. All right, typers are loaded up, screen recording, and we're typing. 110 words per minute. So obviously this is just one type racer. It's not going to be evident for everything, but it does go to show that in terms of pure typing speed, there may not be the biggest difference between membrane and mechanical. And if you want to see a direct head-to-head comparison of like multiple tries in a row and averaging it out in a video, let me know. I think that could actually be really interesting. Okay, so conclusion time, and it's an interesting conclusion because it's not fully conclusive, even though it is a conclusion. I would need to do that testing side by side over and over again to really know, but saying that there's not really a big typing speed difference between membrane and mechanical, and it's mostly just for the feel and satisfaction, is a $20 gaming keyboard worth it? Probably, maybe. It really depends how much you need to save. I would definitely go for a $40 mechanical gaming keyboard over this $20 membrane gaming keyboard. But if you're strapped for money and you're buying a whole setup for just $150 or something, you should definitely go for something like this. It's a huge upgrade over like a $5 Dell keyboard, but it's not quite at that mechanical level in a $40 keyboard. It doesn't have quite the same satisfaction, but you're still going to be able to type plenty fast on it, and it's pretty quiet, and it's still a functional and good gaming keyboard. So if you're strapped for money, it actually is a good option, and it's honestly a nice stepping stone into the mechanical keyboards. So you really just get used to this first, and then later down the road you can spend $40 on a mechanical keyboard. Of course, if you can get the mechanical one up front, do, but if you want to take the stepping stone, this is actually a pretty good option. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more content, and as always, stay classy.
Jesus is the brand.